as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line. Ready?
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
Go. 10 logo. Hey, box truck. 5.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
53, Mike.
Hey, echo.
Let's go.
And go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Mike 54, I'm going to run you over.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. These two teams all tied after one.
It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
For the Chiefs field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down now, it's Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Second and 10. The Chiefs 11.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on first down. The open man here, Renfro. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Raiders.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
And a Raider first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw now on the final play. That ball complete to Isabella. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but now it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Down!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1.
At their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Watkins, the intended receiver. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
16 yards. First down, Raiders.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Mahomes now to throw, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 11. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Markel Lee able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
You ain't going nowhere.
They go back to the ground with Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
On the set. 64, weak.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. They run it with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
Hey, Haywood. 80 weapons.
They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Carlson now to add the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
11, probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go,
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Raiders, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week